Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to e-reviews. And in today's video, I'll be talking about a platform known as Sparkpayouts.online. Now, the site name is Sparkpayouts, but the URL is Sparkpayouts.online. And it claims to be a survey site, where you complete surveys to earn money. That is, they claim they match you with companies that need your opinion or need feedbacks on certain things. And then when you provide these feedbacks, you get paid. You get credited with earnings that can be withdrawn once you reach the withdrawal threshold. Now, Spark Payout is highly rewarding. Speaking from a distance, if you've not yet registered and you just read about it, you will notice that the site is actually very rewarding. But then when you come closer, you will notice that there are certain inconsistencies in their claim. Now, first things first, it claims to be a survey site that was founded in 2020. So I decided to run my checks starting from the onset. Understand? I opened whois.com. Let me show you guys. Let's work together. Whois.com. Understand? I opened whois.com and went to Whois lookup to confirm if they were actually launched or founded in 2020 as they claim on the about page on the site. So I typed in Sparkpayouts.online. No, mistake. Sorry, not this. Sparkpayouts. I want to show you guys how I started my review, actually how I started my analysis. So I typed in the website link and I discovered that the site was registered on the 25th of August 2025, contrary to their claim that they were launched in 2020. So that's one of the inconsistencies in their claim, one of them actually. Now, secondly, the site pays you money for completing surveys, and from what I checked here, they have numerous surveys, and most of the surveys give you close to $20. Most of the surveys give you 20, not even close to. Most of them are 20 to $20. You earn $20 for each survey completed. And the funny thing about it is that the questions are very few. Imagine answering just 14 questions with no control questions. They don't add it. There's no control questions in between to ensure that users are providing useful insights in the survey. Yet they give you $20 credit for just answering the survey. How does it sound to you? It sounds very unrealistic to me because I have participated in numerous survey sites. I want us to work together to let me start the survey and show you. So I have participated in numerous survey sites, and I can tell you for a fact that any survey that can pay you up to $10, not even up to $10, will have so many control questions in between. Why do survey sites include control questions in their surveys? The reason is because they are trying to confirm that the user is still paying attention to the survey being answered. Most people open surveys and answer it carelessly without carefully following the steps or answering the questions responsibly. So they include those control questions like, what is the color of a mouse? What is the color of this? What is a mouse? They just include those somewhat irrelevant questions, They just include it to ensure that you are doing what you are following. You're actually doing it yourself. You're doing it yourself and not just answering anyhow. But here on Spark Payout, there is no control questions in most of the surveys, and they claim to pay at as much as $20 per survey. Now, if you answer up those 5 surveys, you earn $100. It sounds so unrealistic and perhaps too good to be true. And there's a popular saying that if something is too good to be true, there's a high likelihood that it is not true. Now, let's answer the survey together for you to see it yourself. Okay? I'll just answer it anyhow for you to see what I'm talking about here. No control question whatsoever. No confirmation to ensure that you're actually answering it as you should. Just answer recklessly and submit, and you get credited with the earnings. So it's not, imagine, just 14 questions for $20. So that's another area that Spark Payouts shot themselves on the foot. Spark Payouts is not legit. Judging from this alone, you will know that they are not legit. There is no way survey sites can pay you $20 for just answering 14 questions that don't have control questions in between. So that's one of the signs. Now, secondly, Spark Payouts claim to have been launched in 2020, but in the actual sense, when I conducted my due diligence on Whois lookup, I discovered that it was launched on the 25th of August 2025, meaning that it was launched a few days ago. It has not even lasted for 1 month. Then how did they come about? How did they fabricate the 2020 claim? That's another sign that it's a scam. Now, another sign is the minimum withdrawal. Now, if you want to withdraw, you click on the 3 lines here. Click on financial. Okay, request withdrawal. Now, here's another interesting part. The minimum withdrawal is $500. Can you imagine a survey site telling you that the minimum amount you can withdraw is $500? How real does it sound? How real is it? It's not real in any way. There's no way you can be paid $500 for just answering few questions. It's not realistic. It's not real. It doesn't make sense. And why did they fix such a high minimum withdrawal? The reason is, there are two reasons. The first reason is that they are trying to encourage users to spend more time on their site, because this site was just created to farm traffic, to generate traffic from users. So they're trying to encourage users to do what? To spend more time, because if you know that the minimum withdrawal is $500, you work hard enough, you refer people, you do a lot of things to ensure you meet that target. So that's why they fix such a high, because they want you to spend more time. The more time you spend on the site, the more they achieve what they set out to achieve. Now, secondly, the high minimum withdrawal is also a way of delaying users, of stopping users from being able to withdraw. Now, most people will be discouraged once they see $500 and they won't be able to, withdraw. Most people will not be able to withdraw at the end. So $500 is so high and also unrealistic, because I've never personally seen a survey site have a minimum withdrawal of $500. Most survey sites have at most $5 minimum withdrawal, or $2 minimum withdrawal, or $10, the highest, but not up to $500. That's a clear indication that it is a scam. Now, I've mentioned 3 signs that it's a scam. First is the inconsistencies in their claim that they were launched in 2020, but in the actual sense they were launched in 2025 August. Now, secondly, they give you $20 for answering very few questions with no control questions in between. Very few questions in a survey with no control questions in between, with a clear indication that they are too good to be true, too good in quotes. Now, thirdly, the minimum withdrawal is on the high side. Now, fourthly, they also claim in their write-up that you can always contact support and get a response. As a matter of fact, if you check here, you see a live chat icon here showing an icon that you can answer surveys. You understand? You can message their support. But then when I messaged their support, they didn't respond. It took many hours for me to get this automated response. Welcome aboard. How can we help you today? Remember, the more surveys you take, the faster your earnings grow. But in the actual sense, this is pointless. It's pointless, because most times if you message them, they don't respond. It might take a long while before you get an automated response, which is another sign that they are not legit. No real earning sites can operate without a customer support. And even if they have a customer support, in the case of Sparkpayouts, even as they have a so-called live chat support, it doesn't mean they will pay you in the actual sense, because they can easily ignore your chats. From what I'm seeing here, there is no way they are going to pay you a dime. Now, if a site that claimed to have been launched in 2020, I checked on Facebook, I checked on numerous social media platforms to know if they have any verified payment proof. And guess what? I didn't even see a single independent review from anybody saying that, CEO, I was paid by Sparkpayouts. So it's clear that Sparkpayouts is not legit. It's a site launched recently just to farm traffic, to generate traffic from users in the actual sense, and not to pay anybody a dime. In fact, the earning process even makes it so clear that it's a scam. Now, I think I've joined the site similar to this before, and at the end, when I withdrew, I was told to pay a fee before my withdrawal could be processed, and also do KYC. So please don't of wasting your time on Sparkpayouts. Even when you reach the minimum withdrawal, they will ask you to pay money to do KYC in order to withdraw, which are just clear indications that they are not legit. So for your own good, steer clear of Payouts, and do well to subscribe to this channel, because I'll be busting fake earning sites and talking about legit earning ones as well. Thank you.